December 3rd. Happy hump day. Hump day, hump day. The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Do it, baby. Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. I think I like when the screen is big like that, when y'all can really see a lot. It's just this one little thing I got in the back that's acting up right there. I actually really like it much better like that. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. You know I'm a neat freak. I'm trying. I think that's the best I'm going to be able to get it this morning. What time is it before I mess up the clock? Okay, I think we got a couple more little minutes to move around and mess around. Oh, that was too much. I'm all up in the camera. You know I don't do this. Normally I'm much better. But it is what it is. Every day is not the same. Problems present opportunities. We got to make moves sometimes. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. That's going to be it for this morning right there. No, it's not, because that little piece over there is not making me feel good. Right there. Okay, cool. Jesus. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Trump. Who are the powerful men that Jeffrey Epstein got favors from? We're going to go into that today, you guys. Hope y'all having a fantastic morning, because I know I am. Real quick, let's try to get some quick morning prayers in for Mark Dorfman, Liberty and Justice, my sister Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, New Generation. Also, I see Batty Lynn. Good morning. How you doing? Tim Najim. How you doing this morning? My brother Casey. What's that right there? Comment to Lander 2241. Cheryl. I'm sorry, Sherilyn W. 6 at 13. New Generation Richards. Okay, we got a lot of new people in the building this morning, and I'm so happy for that. But guess what? I'm ready to go. Ooh, it sounds good this morning. And they're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Wind it up. Do, 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 do. Wind it up. Mm, 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 mm. Wind it up. Mm, mm, mm. It's time to wind it up. Okay. Olay, like a matador. That's right, y'all. Y'all know what we do, how we started off early in the morning for December the 3rd. It's humping on the 3rd, and it's humping on the day. That's right, we got to open up those pores. Oh! We got to open up those pores. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Hold on a minute. It's got to open up those pores. I seen somebody put flames in the intro right there. I was like, somebody put comments. There was some flames in the comments. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know why I'm so hot right now. Oh, for some reason, I'm just feeling real hot right now. Ow! Oh, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Hot air. So hot in here. That's right, y'all. I gotta take this jacket, open it up a little bit. Uh, uh, uh. Want a little good gracious, ass was bodacious. Let me stop it, y'all. I was like, good gracious, ass is bodacious. Oh, flirtatious, showing to show patience. I'm waiting for the right time to shoot my steez. I'm waiting for the right time to get my ease. I'm leaving, please believe in me and the rest of my heathens. I don't know how to say it because he says some crazy stuff. All I can say is, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take my... Now let's get hot and... I don't even know what he was saying. He said, good gracious, ass is bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience, waiting for the right time to shoot my steez, waiting for the right time to get my keys. I'm leaving, please believe in me and the rest of my heathens. I did it better without trying to read it, tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. It's Wednesday. Let's go. On that beat. It's Wednesday, December 3rd. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. Said I'm your boy Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line. We be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. We be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that just got me lit. Well, it actually got me hot. Ding, 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 ding. Hot air, hot air. Come on now, tell the truth. When y'all heard that, y'all was like, hold on a minute. It's time to go. Everybody, don't even front, male or female. When y'all heard hot in here, first of all, the females ran to the dance floor to get busy and put on their best move ever, right? And then the dude was like, yo, I'm about to go dance. This man, female. There's a whole bunch of females on the dance floor. Y'all go out there and trying to do this the whole dance. Doing stuff like this, trying to get them to twerk on your little thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We know what's going on over here. We're all family. It's okay to tell the truth. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Y'all could have went anywhere. That was hilarious. But the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Y'all know what the show is. It's called Our Bottom Line. We rock out every single day. Trending topics, current events, much more. I have the #1 co-host in YouTube land. That's right. Give yourself a round of applause. Y'all know how y'all get down because we have the best mods, the best family members, and we do not play when it comes down to the friends. Please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become a member, and I hope you guys have a fantastic time while you're here. But guess what I got to do? It's time to get to work. I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on point, stay on topic. Let me know where you're chiming in from, and let me know what time it is. I love to know what time it is in the areas that you guys are chiming in from, as well as the cities and states and countries. This way it's like, wow, somebody in the Netherlands is watching us right now. Yeah, then we go do research there and find some news for you guys too. That's why we do world news here. We're not biased. We play everybody. And guess what? I like to get busy right now, so you know what I'm going to do. Let's get into these titles. It's time for me to get to work, you guys. What I got right here on this board for you this morning is, oh my God, look at Bill. Look at Bill pointing at you. It's kind of hard to look at right there. See America in the chat. What's up, 8? That's where I'm at right now. Let's go, y'all. We have Trump. Who were the powerful men that Jeffrey Epstein got favors from? As we know, we see Andrew Mountbatten Windsor over there. Somebody got caught in the picture over here that I thought I should probably bring back up and then show the little proofski right there, because some people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Yeah, we got Elon Musk over there with Ghislaine Maxwell. We also have Bill Gates for Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Clinton, who was the former president. And all of this stuff, I'm just saying allegedly, but all of these people do have some sort of history with Epstein. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get into the middle of our stories right now, because we got thieves that forced an ATM to dump over $236,000 in a massive bank fraud operation. We were supposed to play that clip yesterday. Gonna make sure we play it today. Keep on moving forward, because last but not least, what do we have? $1 million theft in merchandise stolen from a New York City celebrity boutique. This probably was some sort of an inside job / patrons that were looking at the inside workings. And of course, a lot of these garments are one of a kind. So same similar situations as to the Louvre. If you only have one jacket that was made a certain way, or one item that was made a specific way, guess what? If anybody's ever wearing that item or actually gets caught buying it, you're kind of in trouble, same way like that priceless jewel. So what are you going to do with those garments when you think about it? We got a lot to get into this morning. Want to break it down to you guys. We have so much to get into. We're going to go into some presidential politics. We got a lot to get into. Current events, trending topics. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. It's Wednesday. Let's get to work, you guys. Let's go. Let me get this audio up and let's get it. Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a fantastic evening. We have our president that's making an announcement at the White House. Breaking news this morning. Some really good information for the children. Let's go, you guys. Let's go.
He's a respected person, that I can tell you. Thank you, Kevin. Today is Giving Tuesday. I don't know if anybody's heard that one before, but it is indeed Giving Tuesday, one of the biggest days of the year for philanthropy and charitable giving. And this afternoon, Michael and Susan Dell are committing to one of the largest private donations in American history, which will directly benefit the next generation of American children through the new Trump Accounts program that we created in our One Big Beautiful Bill. And Michael and Susan came to see me along with Brad, and they said, this is an idea. And I said, I think, it sounded just so good and so unique. But that's why he's been so successful, and they've been so successful in life and in business, because they're unique. Trump Accounts will be the first, I guess you could say, real trust funds for every American child, allowing family members, employers, corporations, generous donors to contribute money that will be invested and grow over the course of a child's life to be used for their benefit after they turn 18. So in other words, these are children that are an investment's going to be made. That investment's going to continue to grow, we hope, right? We hope. And but it will, and they'll feel like Michael Dell someday. But at 18, they'll have a lot of money, a lot more money than they would have had, and potentially a lot of money. But these accounts will track the overall stock market and will be 100% private property controlled by the child's guardians. In honor of America's 250th anniversary, the Dells are announcing today that they are giving 25 million American children $250 each to save and to invest in their personal Trump account. Now that's the equivalent of 6.25 billion. In other words, to put it succinctly, Michael and Susan are giving $6,250,000,000 in total. And as a total contribution, that's big stuff. I don't care who you are. That's big. Come here, give me. Let me have a little bit of that.
So let me have a little bit of that look.
That's fantastic, Susan. These gifts will be available to the first 25 million children aged 10 and under the zip codes where their median income is $150,000 or less. So they're giving them to children that won't be born particularly rich, and they're going to be hopefully very rich someday. This will
Really bad audio setup. I can't believe that for the White House.
give millions of dollars, millions of children, middle-class families a stake in American prosperity, a benefit from the rising stock market, and a better shot at the American dream. It really gives them a shot at the American dream. Michael and Susan, I want to thank you for this extraordinary act of kindness and patriotism and charity. This is truly one of the most generous acts in the history of our country. I mean, you don't hear about things like that. And you got to let people know he doesn't want and she doesn't care about that. But I do. I think when somebody does that, you got to let them know about it. As I mentioned, this gift is being made possible by the largest tax cuts in American history, which our Republican majorities passed earlier this year, and the Speaker worked so hard, and John Thune.
Okay, so kids are going to get $250 each to put inside of a fund. That's the Trump fund, and I hope that the parents of these children know how to manage money, because they said that the parents and the guardians are going to be able to oversee these funds. Maybe they have a certain way to go ahead and reinvest while they're already in the fund. Have no idea. I'll be trying to find a little more information about this fund as we go along, but we got much more to get into, because now we've got more from the president and Pete Hegseth as they rip a couple of reporters when it comes down to the Venezuela boat strikes. You guys, let's keep on working. Let's keep on going. Let's get it.
taking questions with your assembled cabinet. I wanted to clarify something that you had said on Sunday regarding the boat strikes near Venezuela. You had said that you didn't know if the second strike on that one boat had happened, but you wouldn't have wanted it. Now that your administration has acknowledged that it happened, do you support that second strike? And Mr. Secretary, I want to clarify something you had said in an interview back in September, I believe, on Fox News. You said that you had watched that strike live on television. In real time, did you know that there were survivors after the initial strike?
Well, look, all I know is this: every boat that you see get blown up, we saved 25,000 on average lives, 25,000 lives. They've been sending enough of this horrible fentanyl and other things like cocaine and other things, but fentanyl right now is the leader of the pack, to kill our entire nation. Because a little speck on the head of a pin can kill somebody. It's very dangerous stuff. I know so many people when their sons were drug addicts. They had one little sample, and they died. They couldn't believe it. As far as the attack is concerned, I still haven't gotten a lot of information because I rely on Pete. But to me, it was an attack. It wasn't one strike, two strikes, three strikes. Somebody asked me a question about the second strike. I didn't know about the second strike. I didn't know anything about people I wasn't involved in. I knew they took out a boat. But I would say this, they had a strike. I hear the gentleman that was in charge of that is extraordinary. He's an extraordinary person. I'll let Pete speak about it. But Pete was satisfied. Pete didn't know about second attack having to do with two people. I guess Pete would have to speak to it.
This clip is going to run longer than 2 minutes than our normal because I have to let him speak a little bit.
I can say this, I want those boats taken out. And we have to, we'll attack on land also, just like we attack on sea. And there's very little coming in by sea. I think we've knocked out over 90% of it. There's very little, and I understand that. There's very little. We're saving hundreds of thousands of lives with those pinpoint attacks. It's an amazing thing when you see a boat going along, and a lot of the press would like to say they're not. You see them, they're not maybe drugs. You see these boats. First of all, who has 5 engines on the back of a boat going in weird directions and loaded up with lots of white containers? They're bags of things. No, they've done an amazing job, and Peter's done an amazing job. You could probably better answer the question.
No response, sir. I think you have to start with the baseline, which Marco laid out, and Bush laid out. We have 20 million people invading our country over 4 years. We don't know where they're coming from. That includes Tren de Aragua and cartels and violent criminals. They bring drugs, and you mentioned it, Mr. President, poisoning, intentional poisoning of the American people, killed hundreds of thousands of Americans. So the president had the courage to designate these cartels as designated terrorist organizations. Now, a number of us here served in the military and spent 20 years fighting terrorists like Al-Qaeda and ISIS on the other side of the world. How do you treat Al-Qaeda and ISIS? Do you arrest them and treat them, pat them on the head and say, don't do that again? Or do you end the problem directly by taking a lethal, kinetic approach? And that's the way President Trump has authorized the War Department to look at these cartels. And I wish everybody could be in the room watching our professionals like Mitch Bradley, Admiral Mitch Bradley, and others at JSOC and SOCOM, other commanders. The deliberative process, the detail, the rigorous, the intel, the legal, the evidence-based way that we're able to, with sources and methods that we can't reveal here, that make sure that every one of those drug boats is tied to a designated terrorist organization we know.
All right, Joe, we got to keep on moving forward. I really ran long on that. Apologize for that because I know a lot of people don't like getting stuck up on one point, but it's very important because both people were mentioned and we have to let them both get at least enough out so that we can get at least enough of their say. Got to keep on moving forward, same topic, but now we have to come from a different approach because there's a lot of scrutiny over these boat strikes.
The Trump administration.
Scrutiny over these boat strikes that are going on right now.
Now to the Trump administration firing 8 more immigration judges. Jay O'Brien is in Washington. The details in Jay, there have been more than 100 fired or resigning since last spring.
Exactly right, George. Overnight, the Trump administration announcing that it's fired 8 immigration judges working in New York City, according to the National Association of Immigration Judges. These firings, as you say, are part of a continued gutting of immigration courts from coast to coast. More than 100 immigration judges who review asylum claims and rule on other critical cases have been fired or resigned since last spring, the union says. It comes as the administration is trying to accelerate deportations nationwide and is pausing the processing of nearly all asylum claims in the wake of last week's shooting of National Guard troops by an Afghan national. And this morning, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is saying that she's pushing President Trump to expand the administration's current travel ban to include several more unnamed countries. This summer, the administration banned or restricted travel from 19 countries, including Afghanistan, Cuba, and Venezuela, a move that's already facing court challenges. Robin.
We got Trump on some more information right here when it comes down to speaking about Minnesota, Tim Walz, as far as like what's going on when it comes down to Minnesota. Trump is basically saying that they come from HELL hockey sticks and they're complaining and they do nothing but, that's what he's saying, scam. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on going.
So said drugs. Yeah.
Tim Walz, Mr. President.
Tim
Do you
Walz.
think he should resign
Should he
over the
resign?
fraud scandal in the state?
And who should?
Tim Walz, over the fraud scandal in the state.
Look, I think the man's a grossly incompetent man. I thought that from the day I watched JD destroy him, and I was saying, who is more incompetent, that man or my man? I had a man and he had a man. They were both incompetent, and I had a man and a woman. I thought she was very incompetent too, but now she's leading the field, and I think she's leading the field in this in the nomination. Anyway, look.
They said that Kamala Harris is leading the field in the nomination for possibly running for president again. Are you guys gonna vote for Kamala again if you voted for her before? Just a question.
That's
I know she know how to make them collard greens, y'all. She clean out that tub real good to clean them. You know, collard greens in the tub. You gotta clean them first.
To them, it's up to the Democrats. You know, the problem with them is they have really bad policy. And I'm not gonna say what it is, because I don't want them to change it necessarily. Because I wanna run against it, whether it's not gonna be me, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna probably sitting at this table. Could be a couple of people sitting at this table. Could be a couple of people running together sitting at this table, you know, but I want them to win because we've done a great job for this country and I want that to be carried forward.
Okay, that's enough on that side. It's time to get to one of your favorite characters when it comes down to politics. I'm talking about this person here is my mentor when it comes down to hand gestures. He could be an actual mime. I'm talking about no other than Hakeem Jeffries. The White House is lying about the cost of living because that's what they do for a living. And that's what he said, not me. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get it, y'all. Come on, it's Wednesday morning. We up. Let's go.
He or any other administration official or fact would be hopeful for a foreign finance to get the Democrats would take
The White House is lying. That's no surprise because they lie for a living, and the American people know it. It's my understanding that Pete Hegseth, the so-called Secretary of Defense, was absolutely involved. I think.
Do me a favor, you guys. Let me know about this microphone. Keep on. Can you hear me? How's the mic doing? Yeah, mic check, mic check, mic check. Yeah, the audio is very bad. Let me know. What's going on with the audio right now? Hold on a minute. Let's try to see something. Let's work this audio. Maybe it's too close up here because it's probably too loud. Bring that back down here. Sometimes I try to bring the mic up there so it's not so loud. Let me know what it sounds like right now. And just so you know, that other popping when President Trump was speaking, that had nothing to do with our audio. As you're going to see right now, we should actually be good. I have no audio and no popping going on. That's why I said, if you guys heard me, the White House has this bad audio going on where it sounded like the mic was being hit. That was not me. Good for being on point, but I hope you guys are gonna now tell me and tell the truth. Don't keep on playing around. Let me know if the mic is good or not. Matter of fact, I only want to know from family and mods right now because everybody else gonna probably play around. It's a little low. Okay, cool. So I'll turn the mic up. I'm only gonna listen to mods right now, fam. All right, cool. Thank you, Rebecca. Cool. Can't hear anything. Says liberty and justice. I took it out and brought it back in. Let me know if y'all hear me now. I turned this off. It's only me talking right now. I don't have this on. It's just me now. I turned everything off. It's just me right now. It's echoing. Is there echoing going on? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, 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 mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, 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 mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, check. Sounds like I'm in a tunnel. Well, guess what? It's either that or just the phone, and the phone sucks. We gonna have to, you know what they say, you know what we say sometimes? Problems present opportunities. We gotta keep on moving.
He may have even recently acknowledged that because the facts are incapable of being disputed. And so the question in front of us, and I believe there will be bipartisan investigations in both the House and in the Senate, in order to determine whether war crimes were committed and either U.S. law or international law or both were violated. It's already been crystal clear that Pete Hegseth is the most unqualified Secretary of Defense in American history. I called for him to be terminated months ago when the Signalgate scandal first broke out. Everybody on Capitol Hill knows he should have never been conferred. It's a shame. It's because these Senate Republicans, just like House Republicans, are nothing more than puppets for Donald Trump's extreme policies. That's why they put Pete Hegseth into that position when they knew he was woefully unqualified. And now we have real evidence that extrajudicial killings are taking place.
All right, you guys. Now let's keep on moving forward. I know we're having a little bit of audio issues. I don't understand why, but hey, like I said, we got to keep moving. So I don't want to take this whole thing apart, put it back in the mic box and all of that, and bring it back in. How we doing right now, you guys? How you guys doing right now? How you guys doing right now? Good morning, Frank. How is the audio right now, you guys? Let me know. How we doing right now? It's just me, nothing in the back. Okay, we're gonna wait and we're gonna see what people say. Yo, Casey, do your boy a favor. Only you right now. How do I sound? How am I sounding right now, Casey? Picture of Mike. The stage is empty. A beat like this might tempt me to cold show my rings and my fat gold chain. Drop the mic like I'm on, but I wait, because I'll master this. Let the others go first, because the others don't miss. What we sound like? What we sound like? What we sound like? A little distorted. Okay, thank you. Can't do nothing about it. Now we're going to try to, we're going out now. We're going all the way out. All the mics off. We're going jack in the box, back in the box. Jack in the box, back in the box. Because we can't take the amp off because we're going to sound terrible with just the phone. So yeah, we're going to cheat. Jack in the box, back in the box. All right? We got all power in there, right? I know y'all can't hear me, because I know you probably can't. Probably can't hear me. Cool. So now we're going to do a reset. Matter of fact, we're going to do a reset. Boop, put you out. Boop, put you out. Boop, put you out. Put you back over there. Everything is back in sync. Jack in the box, back in the box. So we're going to see how that rocks. Let's go. We got to keep on moving forward because Starbucks just agreed to give back $35 million to new city workers in the settlement. New York City workers. Let's keep on going, y'all.
Starbucks has reached a $38.9 million settlement with the city to resolve violations of the city's Fair Workweek law. The settlement provides more than $35.5 million in restitution and $3.4 million in civil penalties. It also requires the change to provide laid-off city employees the opportunity to be reinstated at other company locations. So Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani joined striking Starbucks workers in Brooklyn today, and he was asked about the agreement.
We celebrate what DCWP was able to accomplish in the largest ever settlement that has been won in this city. We will continue to commit funding, both of a fiscal kind and also of our own sustained commitment in terms of the political will necessary to ensure that we hold these kinds of corporations accountable.
Yeah, y'all do me a favor. We struggling right now. Y'all see it. Your boy needs some help. We try to get those likes up because a lot of people ran when they saw that we were having a little bit of audio trouble. Even if we are, I want you guys to do your boy a favor. It happens. Something is going to happen throughout the day in the course of your life. It ain't going to always be perfect. And guess what you got to do? You learn how to move while you're in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Check this out. If you're a shark and you're surrounded by other sharks and one bites you, you know what that means? You got blood coming out now, right? So now they're like, oh, easy prey, easy prey. You're going to sit there and be like, oh my God. Or you're going to move around like, yeah, I might have a little cut on me, but I'm still good. I'm still good. That's what you have to do in life. A shark has to heal while he's moving, believe it or not. And if you don't learn how to heal while you're moving in this life, I feel for you. Real talk. We'll keep on moving forward, you guys. Worrying about some little audio issues. Let's get over it, okay? Let's go to inflation now, because we got a big fear that a surge of Americans below the $1 million online. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I don't know what these dudes be doing over here to my audio. I mean, to my text over there. I'm gonna read it off the head because I know we got some of us. Inflation. Okay, come on. We got these fears that are surging as Americans blow billions. There we go, online, despite soaring prices. So this is what I wanted to talk about, of course. We got a situation going on where Christmas is coming up. I know everybody wants to be nostalgic. Get out there and spend money and make sure that you got toys and stuff for your children. But are you doing it at a cost of a possibility of going into debt? Is something that we have to focus on. Let's get into this part right here, stuff that people don't like to talk about, but the real stuff, which is the numbers. Let's get into it.
And lowering them. Joining me now, former Chrysler and Home Depot chairman and CEO, and Accelerate LLC founder and CEO, Bob Mardelli. Bob, it's great to see you. Good morning.
Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, so let's start with the state of the consumer. Looking at these numbers on Black Friday and then again Cyber Monday, which is the latest numbers we have, $9.1 billion was spent online yesterday, according to Adobe Analytics. That's a 4.5% jump year over year. So what we're saying Americans are spending, how do you interpret this?
Yeah, well, I think we need a
Hold on, y'all. I know y'all said the sound is not right again. I don't know what I could do about this. All right, so how about this? You guys like this better? Since y'all want to come, let me show you how bad it's going to be now. How about this? Let me ask you. Y'all want this? Just got to keep it 100 with y'all. Y'all like this better? Would y'all rather the other sound or about this? Or would you rather this right here, what we got right now? Y'all want to rock with this? No, only mods. Only mods. Y'all want to rock without the mic at all? Thank you. Now you get where I'm going with it, right? Stop crying. Stop crying. It happens. It freaking happens. Get over it. Take your diaper and run home. Audio, video, happens sometimes, y'all. It happens. Get over it. Y'all will be all right. Don't worry about it. I know what it is with this here, though. It's this other thing going on over here with my level. Okay, what else? Nick Fuentes, the GOAT. Y'all saying some real stupid stuff. Oh my God, why don't y'all stay on top of it with me? Yo, y'all just start getting people up out of here, man. Mods, they ain't talking about the bottom line. Let's get them out of here. Let's just get them. Mods, get them up out of here. All that Angel Fuentes, whatever, all that playing around, get everybody out of here that's playing right now. We only focus on our show and on exactly and on our topics. That's all we focus on.
really good AI agent to try and figure out this consumer, Cheryl, because exactly your opening comment. You know, we hear a lot about affordability, We hear about high prices. Yet if you look at what happened between Friday and Monday, the number I just got for online spending was like 43 billion. And those are not staples. Those are discretionary buys. So we hear a lot about increase in staples, food, petrol, energy, and so forth. But I don't know. This consumer has really come off their sofas and really spent a ton of money, over 43 billion, just online in the last 4 days. So we'll have to wait and see whether they dipped into their savings, whether they loaded up their credit card. We'll see what happens at the turn of the year, what kind of exposure they put themselves into. But they were shopping very, very heavily these last 4 days online.
And Bob, what is so interesting in this poll that I mentioned? This is a Yahoo YouGov poll. This is late November. 49% of respondents said that President Trump has done more to increase prices. 24% saying he's done more to lower prices, and then 17% about the same. So you see these Americans spending in first blush of what we've gotten over the last 5 days, but then in a poll, they're politicizing it and saying that President Trump isn't helping them out on prices. So where does the rubber meet the road here?
Well, I think there's a dichotomy out there, Cheryl, in that there are price inflation, there are points of inflation that are out there. And if you look at automobiles, for example, was another area where they're complaining about higher prices. And that's because used cars inventory is down.
All right, let's keep on moving forward. That was too much on that topic right there anyway. Y'all really killed me with this damn audio stuff. It's not your fault. It's my fault because I'm the one that's providing the audio. I really apologize about that today, but sometimes things happen. I think it could be that we didn't probably charge up the mic strong enough last night. We go long with a 2.5 hour show. So it's a 2 hour show. So sometimes every day we got to charge these mics up. It could be that. Let's go on over to Manhattan. Luigi Mangione returns to court. We have some more information on the case. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I ain't even worried about the likes and all of that because I got to perform and do too much juggling in order to get likes. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not in a juggling mode. Oh, likes and all of that and do all that. You know what? Y'all either rock with me or y'all don't. Y'all don't like the damn show. You know, guess what? Because it's still going to become 7 o'clock. The day is going to still continue, and I'm going to still get up tomorrow and do the same thing. Real talk.
And this just in, we're getting our first look today at Luigi Mangione inside court for a hearing in his New York State murder case. He's the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year. Attorneys for Mangione are trying to get key evidence like his diary entries tossed from his state murder case. CNN's Kara Scannell filed this report just before heading into court.
Luigi Mangione is back in court this morning as his lawyers try to get some key evidence in this case thrown out. The focus is when Mangione was approached by law enforcement at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. It's there that his lawyers argue his constitutional rights were violated. They say the Altoona police searched his backpack illegally because they didn't have a warrant. They also say they violated his rights by asking him questions without reading his Miranda rights, that is his right to remain silent. So what his lawyers want to keep out of this case and away from his jury are those contents that were found in the backpack, a gun, a silencer, and a notebook that had Mangione's handwriting samples in there. The prosecutors say that was his manifesto and explained his motive for why he allegedly shot and killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last December. Mangione wrote in that notebook, "Whack the CEO at annual parasitic bean counter convention." He also wrote, "It conveys a greedy bastard that had it coming." Mangione's lawyers also want to keep away from a jury a statement that he initially gave to law enforcement when he identified himself as Mark Rosario. That's the name of the person who rented a hostel room that authorities say the shooter stayed in just days before United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was gunned down. Prosecutors say that nothing improper happened. They are expected to call as many as 24 witnesses. Mangione will be in court. He's been given permission by the judge to wear a suit. He's asked to have one hand unshackled so he can take notes. The judge has not yet ruled on that, but this hearing could last several days. Wolf?
All right, Kara Scannell, I know you're going to be heading into that courtroom, and we'll be checking back with you often. Thank you very, very much.
Question: how many of you guys remember this? Casey,
Amazon.
Casey, you were around for this, right? You guys were around for this? Remember this? The NYU t-shirt. I like the purple, so I was walking by NYU. Couldn't really find any clothes, so I wound up buying this NYU t-shirt. And this hoodie right here, this NYU t-shirt. I mean, this hoodie. It's actually, I liked it because of the logo and everything. Remember that, right? Probably wore it one time, right? College, NYU. All these kids are doing is going to school, trying to get their education, right? Stay in New York real quick. I'll show you something. NYU student yesterday. Check this out.
We begin with the random assault on a female NYU student as she was just heading to class. Tonight, an arrest has been made, but as Naomi Ruckham explains, students are still on edge.
On the first day back to class after Thanksgiving break, 20-year-old Amelia Lewis became the victim of an erratic attack on her way to class at NYU. Seen here on surveillance video, a man walked up to her from behind Monday near the intersection of Broadway and Waverly. He appears to slap her on the backside and then shoved her to the ground, knocking off her headphones before running off. Between tears, Lewis shared her experience on social media.
Just be aware when you're walking like anywhere right now in New York, because I never thought this was gonna happen to me, just because I was like, I've seen the stories and I was.
But I'm fear mongering, right? I'm fear mongering. Oh, Bugatti, you saying stuff to get people all nervous and whatever like that. I'm fear mongering because I'm telling you guys the truth and what's really going on. I don't like that right there. You like me to give you all the BS stories and the stuff about nothing that's really happening, dancing around and all of that. Nah, man. We got to get to the real root of what's actually going on now because, again, I'm telling you why this is happening. No police. What if there's some police outside? Maybe a beat walker, police car, even by NYU. I walked down there to buy that t-shirt and that sweatshirt right there, which is why I wanted to show you guys that. Yesterday, the train line that I ride, somebody got hurt. Now, right in my backyard, somewhere I went to go shopping 2 days ago, like a couple of weeks ago, someone gets ran up on or whatever like that. So it's happening right around me. So all the people that say, oh, Bugatti, you fear mongering, whatever, how about I just knew about it early and I already see what's going on? And y'all need to listen instead of, Baba people. Family like, oh, I can't wait to get to New York City. And I'm like, what? For what? We trying to get the hell out of here.
I was like, oh, that's so scary, but like having it actually happen now, it's like, oh my God.
With a subway station and an NYU bus stop, both right here on this corner near where the assault happened, this is a busy area for NYU students. And nearly every young woman we spoke with has seen that disturbing video.
It was really disgusting to see that happen because she was literally just like minding her business. My dad sent it to me. He was like, you gotta stop like walking around with your noise canceling headphones on because.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You gotta get involved. Everybody was kung fu fighting. As soon as you see them, as a matter of fact, when y'all see them running up to do something, should have been all 5 girls in the back ready to grab his ass and just all 5, 6, 7 of them. You have no choice. What are you talking about? Well, you have a choice? Or you gonna just, let him get her and we out of there and then be talking about it later or something like that? The way to really solve the issue, whoop his ass. Garbage can right there, whatever's in it. Boom! Garbage can too. It would have been justifiable. Or y'all just whoop his ass. Period. Oh, Bugatti, you shouldn't be promoting violence and this and that, whatever. Would you rather have it them scared of messing around them colleges because them girls don't mess around, or easy prey? Huh? Keep on moving forward. Okay. Hope y'all heard that audio. Hope you heard that audio. Hope that came clear through to you. Let's get on over to Chicago, where they pushing this cash giveaway for city as it crumbles. Extreme explosion and backlash going on. They're already trying to start that universal pain right now. They're trying to give a certain segment of Chicago some money because they're below the median income. And a lot of people are giving pushback. Let's get on over to Chicago right now. Matter of fact, let me play the rest of this.
It's like, could be you in another world.
Police have arrested 45-year-old James Rizzo in the attack. He's been charged with persistent sexual abuse, forcible touching, and assault. The New York State Department of Corrections says Rizzo was out on parole after serving time for sex abuse. Police sources say Rizzo is homeless and has 16 prior arrests. An NYU spokesperson also responded to the incident, saying in part, the university is pleased that a suspect has been apprehended in the attack on one of its students. We take this incident very seriously. We are continuing to offer support to the student.
So now you go through the system, right at the store that we went and got that hoodie from. Look, the same store. Look at this.
In Lower Manhattan, Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York. We begin.
Yeah, went right there. Man, see, that's another thing. It couldn't have been me. Y'all wouldn't have seen me tomorrow. It would have been like, oh, Bugatti got into it with this guy. Next thing you know, Bugatti's arrested or whatever like that. Yep. Straight up and down. Because as soon as I would have seen him coming and do this, I would have threw this up. The fist arm would have got caught right there, and then you just catch him in. See, I can't say it because then the spinning ball gonna come. I gotta chill, but I know how to fight. And ooh, boy, I would have been able. Ooh, I'd have been happy to catch him. Ooh, you want to put your hands on somebody like that? Come here for a minute. Stop playing with me, man. Y'all gotta start looking out for people and stop letting people run over you. Because after a while, they're gonna start looking at you like easy prey and lamb. This ain't no easy world like it used to be out here. You gotta fight back and defend yourself. Let's get on over to Chicago, like I said, where they pushing this cash giveaway. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Hope y'all can hear me with the audio because this is the best that I can give you. We got to keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go.
It is time for the hot topic of the hour. One of the country's largest counties now securing a universal basic income program where low-income households are guaranteed monthly payments. Fox Business's Kelly Severi is live from Chicago, where this program is unfolding after a lot of public discourse over this decision. Kelly.
Good morning, Cheryl. This is what we know so far. $7.5 million will go towards this program, but who qualifies, how much the payments will be, and what recipients can spend this money on are still up in the air. The group Economic Security Illinois says almost all of the participants use these payments of Cook County's 2022 pilot program for their basic necessities. Cook County once had the nation's largest such program, using money from the American Rescue Plan Act. For 2 years, monthly payments of $500 were given to 3,250 households, no strings attached. 56% of those in the program were employed with an average income of $21,000.
Yeah, you look at that income, that is a very low income right there. $21,000. Jesus Christ, they got to get some type of help.
Now, 94% of recipients of the money went to emergency expenses, while an Illinois think tank says that they don't believe this expense, that this money for these people is not worth the expense to Illinois taxpayers. Listen to this.
There are over 700,000 individuals in Cook County who are below the federal poverty line. If you extended it to every individual at current program rates, that would cost over $4 billion.
Whoa.
We're told the county's Bureau of Economic Development will have some of the answers to our questions by mid to late 2026. Cheryl?
And that's when I'm going to have a follow-up story like that about this story. But we got to keep on moving forward and no delaying. Because when I'm on the mic, there won't be no delaying. Let's get on over to New York / the Bronx. The search is on for a group behind a string of real robberies. That's right, in the Bronx. I better be careful up there. It's going down in the BX. It's always been going down, but now they actually looking for a specific group. I can tell you right now what's going on right now. These guys have probably already done a hit, a real robbery, and they're talking about it and spreading the money out or something, or they're setting up the next thing that they're going to do. They're inside of a building under the stairwell, and check this out, you guys.
This surveillance video shows a group of men lingering in the lobby of a building in the Bronx. Police say they were waiting not for a friend or a delivery, but for their next victim.
Come on, tell us. Let's go. What you got? Let's go. You gonna do that to me too? Let's go.
And this is part of a disturbing pattern. It started in September when the group targeted 3.
It'll come through. Let's go. Come on.
victims, a 21-year-old near Sedgwick Avenue, a 34-year-old near Reservoir Avenue and West 197th Street, and then on Claflin Avenue, where they stole a backpack, watch, and...
Can't keep on doing this, but I gotta get you out of here to keep doing that. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you guys know, there's a group of people running around in the Bronx that's doing stick-ups. Be careful up there. Got no time for the spinning ball of death over here when I got a whole bunch of other stuff to show you guys. Let's keep on moving now, because Trump says the National Guard is being deployed to New Orleans in a couple of weeks. Let's keep on going, you guys. No, I got this one up. That other one I had sitting there for a while, so that could have been the reason why it actually did that. But let's get into it.
Governor Landry, great guy, great governor. He's asked for help in New Orleans, and we're going to go there in a couple of weeks.
Today at the White House, President Trump confirmed the National Guard is coming back to New Orleans. Maddie Kurtz takes a closer look at how troops help law enforcement keep Bayou Classic events noticeably violence-free.
December in New Orleans brings window shoppers to Canal Street.
I watch the people on the streets. They seem to be having a good time and enjoying the city.
All weekend, Andre Rubenstein watched from the other side of the window as National Guard troops patrolled an enhanced security zone for Bayou Classic.
They've done a great job when they're down here, and I think that's an element of additional safety that makes our visitors feel good.
For the first time in 9 years, authorities saw no shootings surrounding Bayou Classic events, but some locals still worry about soldiers patrolling downtown streets.
Scarce to the natives because it's not seen too often, but this is we have a lot of heritage here, so it overall helps us out, makes you
what happened last year, man?
feel a little bit more safe.
Crime watchdog Rafael Goyeneche says the troops freed up at least 20 NOPD officers to...
I shouldn't have paused that. Now we gotta keep on moving forward. You got your 2 minutes anyway. Yeah, we gotta keep on going, y'all. Let's go. A little bit of glitches going on today. I appreciate that, but as long as the day keep moving forward, we're gonna get a nice refresh tomorrow or whatever and keep on going. Let's go over to London, you guys, United Kingdom. Now the garter is falling off as King Charles strips Prince Andrew of key honors. The date is set for him to get kicked out of the Royal Lodge as well. He's got 12 months left, you guys. Let's keep on moving. Let's go.
Let's cross to London now, where we are joined by Andrew Eborn, broadcaster, barrister, and president of Octopus TV. Andrew, it's wonderful to see you.
It's always wonderful to see you, Gabriella.
Let's start with Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. He's officially been stripped of his final royal titles, the prestigious Order of the Garter and his Knight of the Grand Cross of the Royal Victoria Order. This is probably the final blow for the former prince, would you say?
Well, I'll tell you what's happening is we're stripping, aren't we, just to give us something extra to talk about every time I come on your wonderful programme. But yes, the garter is gone. Andrew's axed from the ancient order, and King Charles has delivered the ultimate royal rebuke. He's basically got two things which have gone, the Order of the Garter and his Knight of the Grand Cross of the Royal Victoria Order. Basically what's happened is King Charles has ordered the removal of the royal title on Monday, just over a month after Buckingham Palace announced that the king had brought down the axe on his younger brother. What happened to the Order of the Garter is the most senior order of chivalry in Britain. It was awarded to Andrew, who's now 65, in 2006, and he held the Knight of the Grand Cross of Royal Victoria since 2011. What's also happened, just to add to the humiliation, his coat of arms, which is linked to the Order of the Garter, was removed from St George's Chapel in Windsor last month. He has got just one precious title remaining, which is Vice Admiral of the Royal Navy. He was awarded this honorary title in 2015 to mark his 55th birthday. But I guarantee, just to keep us all on the edge of our seats, that will probably be gone even by this time next week. But the people who remove it, it's not the king, but rather the government.
Okay, now there's also a few reports around that Andrew Windsor's eviction from Royal Lodge could be delayed, and that could be because he's struggling to downsize. There are also reports that he's insisting on a 6 or 7 bedroom house, complete with a full roster of staff, in exchange for finally vacating Royal Lodge. I mean, is that true, Andrew? What can you tell us?
Well, absolutely. As I predicted on your very show, it's going to be after Christmas. most likely to be February.
Still got more on it.
He's lived there forever, and anybody who knows when they move from a very large property, it is enormous. 30, some people say 31 different rooms there, 7 bedrooms. He's lived there for a long time. He's got a lot of stuff, not least his 72 teddy bears, which he's going to have to move. And as we talked about before, they need to be arranged in a very particular order every time. And staff have talked about they receive specific instructions and even a laminated picture to make sure the bears are positioned correctly on the bed in his room.
Yeah, well, you ain't have to worry about nothing like that no more, buddy, because you might have to put them joints in storage. You ain't even be thinking about where they're going to be at. Them 72 bears that they tell him. First of all, he's very particular about the 72 bears that are laid out on his bed. Yeah, Andrew, right? Sorry about the audio today, but it is what it is. He's very particular about his bears and the arrangement, the way that they are on his bed. He has a laminated photo that he gives to the maids to make sure they put every single bear in a certain specific manner. That's crazy right there. Still got more to get into. Even though we having a bad audio day, this story right here is very important. Want you guys to see what's going on with this. It's very important, you guys. Let's check it out. Let's keep on moving forward. This one here, because doesn't she look very innocent? Old lady right there, right? Look like a very innocent old lady. Watch this.
Looks like these days. But if you do live in Utah, you should. This is her, Barzy. She's a registered sex offender, to put it lightly. In 2002, she was one of a team. She and her demented husband, Brian David Mitchell, the two of them kidnapped Elizabeth Smart, who was then just 14 years old. And they held Elizabeth for 9 horrifying months. And every single day of that ordeal, Brian David Mitchell raped Elizabeth Smart relentlessly, sometimes multiple times a day. And Wanda Barzy helped him do it, sometimes even holding her own body up against Elizabeth's while he was raping her. Brian Mitchell is serving a life sentence, but Wanda Barzy, well, don't even ask. Somehow she got out and she's free. And she has been smiling in her sex offender photos for years now. Just take a look at that. Just take a look at your screen. That's a rogues gallery of the updated photos of Wanda Barzy, registered sex offender, each time she gets in for an updated mugshot. Somehow she thinks it's fun. Elizabeth Smart now says that their perverted partnership calls to mind another sick and twisted couple from the opposite end of the wealth and power spectrum. Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Elizabeth Smart's latest book comes out days from now. It's called Detours, Hope and Growth After Life's Hardest Turns. Smart is also a mom and a wife and a child safety advocate. She's also a friend of this show, and I'm pleased to welcome her back. Hello, Elizabeth. It's good to see you again. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, it's great to see you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit surprised when I saw you weighing in on the Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell case. And as I thought through it, it made perfect sense. But I was so curious as to when it sort of dawned on you, the thesis that you've posited, and when you decided to come out publicly with it.
I mean, I would say right from the start, I was invested in this case and I have followed it, and I felt like the connection for me was really pretty apparent from the start, but I guess it was in more recent time that I felt like I needed to say something. I mean, with Virginia passing away earlier this year, I just felt more needed to be done. And this case where these lists of names were going to be released and then they're not, and then just so much back and forth, I just felt like this is not fair. This is not right. It shouldn't matter what your background is. You shouldn't be able to hide. You shouldn't be able to buy your safety.
Glad that she's doing much better. She's been able to move on with her life. She's now advocating for situations like this. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because we also have another survivor. We have Megan Kelly here, who's getting thrown up under the bus. But they're basically saying that Megan Kelly gets dragged for her comments saying that Jeffrey Epstein was into barely legal types instead of calling it what it is. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I told you we got it. Sorry about the audio, but we still got the content.
As
guess for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who's in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls.
What?
And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to.
Y'all do me a favor, double tap the screen because she is really going out of her mind right now. I don't know if she's trying to justify this guy, but trust me, we got the flip side. Let's try to get at least 200 likes over here. Again, I apologize for the audio, but there's nothing that I can do. Do your boy a favor, let's double tap that screen. Let's see if we can get those likes up. It really helps to get more people over here. I'm not trying to hit your pockets up because I understand it's hard out here for a pimp. So I don't try to hit your pockets up. Like I said, I got some Bustelo and some Lipton tea in the kitchen, so we good. Thanks for all the love as well. But if you're here, let's try to get at least about 200 likes going on to make the other ends justify the means. I appreciate that. Let's keep on going, y'all.
I'll pass her by.
For the record, 15-year-old girls are not legal. They're ninth graders mostly, still kids, which is why Megyn Kelly is getting dragged right now for that comment. With teenagers and former child actors calling her out on social media, showing pictures of themselves as 15-year-olds to remind her and other folks what a 15-year-old looks like. It's that attention to girls, in this case the survivors of Epstein, that Jennifer Weiner argues is getting buried in the news cycle. Writing in the New York Times, though we've heard endless details about the predators and the men in their social circle, we have heard far too little about and from the victims. Joining us now, host of the Tara Palmieri Show and author of the Red Letter Substack, Tara Palmieri, and the writer we just name-checked, and producer, Jennifer Weiner.
You know, we don't normally go that far. I still got more. We got to get into the next clip right now. How do you do it,
Ladies, thank you very much. Jennifer.
We don't normally go that far.
You had a really interesting op-ed.
Got to keep on moving forward now because I still got more. Sorry, you guys. How did Ghislaine Maxwell finally get arrested? Anybody ever have any questions about that part? Yes, we're going to rewind right now, and yes, we're going to get into it. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go. Let's hit it with the rewind, and let's go.
What happened with the Jeffrey lawsuit and what we're learning from that now?
This is an older clip, not nothing new. Let me tell you guys where I got this clip from. This clip is from 5 years ago. Let's go.
Orgies, sex slaves, and high-powered names like Prince Andrew are all part of 2,000 pages of now unsealed documents in the case against Ghislaine Maxwell. Most of the documents are from a 2015 since-settled lawsuit filed by Virginia Giuffre, alleging that Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein abused and trafficked Giuffre while she was underage. My whole life revolved around just pleasing these men and keeping Ghislaine and Jeffrey happy, Giuffre says in a 2016 deposition. Their whole entire lives revolved around sex. Giuffre, who claimed she was recruited by Maxwell when she was 16, says she was sent by both Maxwell and Epstein to please a long list of high-profile men. This is a question Giuffre was asked in her deposition. Other than Glenn Dubin, Stephen Kaufman, Prince Andrew, Jean-Luc Brunel, Bill Richardson, another prince, the large hotel chain owner, and Marvin Minsky, is there anyone else that Ghislaine Maxwell directed you to have sex with?
Did you guys hear that last thing about that large hotel chain owner? Who's the hotel chain owner's daughter, possibly, allegedly, that says that she don't really know Ghislaine Maxwell or Jeffrey Epstein at all? You know, the large hotel owner starts with a. You know what I'm talking about, right? There you go. Let's get into it. So wait a minute, these guys are possibly actually with their own children, like Pizzagate? Is it possibly true? I ain't gonna say too much, but if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're really gonna go and peel the onion back, I gotta stay on this layer right here for us to make sure that we stay safe. But if I really want to go there, Paris, and your father and Ghislaine and Jeffrey Your dad knew about these situations, so why were you at these? Okay.
In her deposition, other than Glenn Dubin, Stephen Kaufman, Prince Andrew, Jean-Luc Brunel, Bill Richardson, another prince, the large hotel chain owner, and Marvin Minsky, is there anyone else that Ghislaine Maxwell directed you to have sex with? I am definitely sure there is, Gouffre replies, but can I remember everyone's name? Each of the men mentioned have denied any wrongdoing. Also mentioned in the deposition, former President Bill Clinton, who Gouffre claims she saw on Epstein's private island.
What's the name of our show today? What's the name of our show today, y'all? What famous rich people did owe Jeffrey Epstein favors, right? Remember the word, favors.
Gouffre claims she saw on Epstein's private island. I remember asking Jeffrey, what's Bill Clinton doing here, kind of thing. And he laughed it off and said, well, he owes me a favor. A spokesperson for former President Clinton released a statement saying in part, President Clinton has never been to the island. The mention of favors seems to bolster speculation that Epstein may have been essentially blackmailing the rich and famous. The unsealed documents also contain allegations from Jane Doe 3, who claims she was forced into sex with Prince Andrew, instructed to not only give the prince whatever he demanded, but also, she says, to go back to Epstein and to, quote, report back to him on the details of the sexual abuse.
There's one school of thought that he wasn't as well.
Why would somebody want you to tell them the details of something if they're not going to possibly use it against the person?
Healthy as people thought, and then he made his money through blackmail. So he had people come out to the island, had them sleep with young women, and then had dirt on them, and perhaps exercised his blackmail, not directly, but indirectly investment. Manage your money. There hasn't been a lot of hard proof of that, but that's certainly one of the elements.
Yeah, okay. We're not stupid over here. We do our homework. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I hope you're getting over the audio situation because guess what? Like I said, problems present opportunities and sometimes they happen. Try to double tap that screen to get those likes up. Maybe if I get some more money, I can buy a new microphone setup. Y'all getting fooled by these suits. I ain't rich. How about start helping your brother out? Where the hell is Harley at? Yo, Mark, tell Harley he need to get back on the show because Bugatti audio messed up. Maybe he'll donate to us. Oh, keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got a little bit of verbal information right here. What is your name, sir? I'm sorry. Well, we're getting this from the Salem News Channel TV. What do you have to say real quick?
Jeffrey Epstein became a bitter enemy of Donald Trump. If you're Jeffrey Epstein, and there's a hearing of the former lawyer for Donald Trump, Michael Cohen, who's now turned against him, would you be texting things like, ask this question, asking that question, or would you putting out all the video, all the photographs, all of the written correspondence that you have, putting Donald Trump in a damning light? Of course you would. Which suggests to me it's not there. We'll see. But you're telling me that Biden would not put it out? Epstein, who turned against Trump, Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago, and Epstein was furious. And you're telling me that all Epstein would have done is to text a congressperson interviewing Donald Trump's lawyer as opposed to putting out the damning information that he has?
Keep on, y'all. Sounds kind of logical. It makes a lot of sense right there, don't it? I mean, like 1 + 1 = 2 all day long. Keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got to get on over to that WAP lady. Not Cardi B, but the other one. Megan the... And some people are saying that she might be an actual. Not going there. The blogger that's liable for defamation on the Megan Thee Stallion story, she finally had the time to speak out. We've been hearing from Megan's side. Let's hear about this side.
Now at 6, only on CBS News Miami, the Texas blogger found liable by a Miami jury of defaming rapper Megan Thee Stallion is sitting down for a one-on-one interview with CBS News Miami.
For the jury to decide that it wasn't a multi-million-dollar settlement or finding, that is a win. Absolutely.
Her name is Milagro Cooper, and she's answering questions about a deep fake porn video of the singer. Good evening, I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. Thank you for joining us. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor is live now in the studio with the exclusive interview. Yvonne?
Definitely, there were so many questions to ask.
You got terrible audio. I thought mine was bad. Click. Next.
Everything is a learning lesson in life, and I'm happy to be in a situation where I can live and learn. A regret, I hate that someone was hurt in the midst of me doing something that I love.
I'm just happy.
That someone is rapper Megan Thee Stallion. On Monday, a jury in Miami found blogger Milagro Cooper liable for defaming the musician.
My ideas and thoughts are my own, so I was no one's mouthpiece.
During the trial, the rapper's legal team stated that Milagro Cooper was a mouthpiece conspiring with fellow rapper Tory Lanez to spread lies about Megan Thee Stallion. They even alleged that Cooper was compensated by Lanez.
Oh, and I think that is another layer to the whole situation, how misconstrued that report, has been made to the public. We are not sitting up on the phone and having our ankles crossed and laughing at other people or taunting Megan or trying to come up with ways to harm her.
All right, y'all. There's some people in the comments that said Megan Thee Stallion needs to be locked up. A lot of people are saying that they think that she's actually probably lied on Tory or whatever like that. But how did the pow happen? Long story with that. Don't even want to get into that. That's a whole nother video. Let's get on over to Rio de Janeiro, where these Gills Name members and D-Rug lords who would have liked to do a lot in a certain neighborhood, but Rio is launching to remove D-Rug gang barricades. You know what they did over there in Rio? They had it so controlled where they were putting barricades in the middle of certain streets so that the cars couldn't go through them. Gangs were taking over. I know certain neighborhoods in Harlem and certain neighborhoods that would try to do stuff like that in New York if you let them. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because you know how people are. They try to do certain things that they used to do where they're from in another place. But you see how they roll it out here in Rio, right? This is what you gotta understand. When you got a regular police officer in New York with a regular pow on his waistline, and they know that they're not going to do nothing, you get them to run over you. But I bet you none of those illegal illegal immigrants will try to do nothing with any one of these dudes right here, with the long thing and the other one on the side, walking around like this, on top of a big old excavator about to knock down a wall. But they'll come to New York and do it, right? Yeah, we need to be a little more harsher. So in certain neighborhoods, these D-Rug dealers basically put barricades in the street so cars can't go through there, and they had the neighborhoods controlled. So here they go, getting rid of them. But they got to have the police out there at the same time while they're doing it. Can't just send the construction people out there without protection. Exactly, that long thing. This. You got a situation going on the other side of that barricade, but the cops can't get through because they got a barricade there. Now, all of those locations, they already got them open. They're trying to take over retake over these neighborhoods. I like it. I like to see what's going on. Somebody in the comments might be from Rio de Janeiro, so we go there. And sometimes, I don't know what the follow-up with this next story is, but there's a hotel down in Detroit right now that has about 35 people that live in there, and as of today, well, actually, yesterday, they were known to supposed to be being evicted out of that place because they didn't pay the light bill. Keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
And it's at a Detroit apartment building left without a place to live in the weather that Rick just talked about after management tells them
they got to go. And it's cold outside. They can't be serious about this one right here. They literally trying to put these people in the street. Come on back over. What are we going over right now? What we at?
they've got to move out. The building set to shut down on Wednesday because their owner failed to pay the bills on time. Fox News' Brandon Hopkins was just downtown Detroit with reaction. And Brandon, you just heard Rich say it's about to get colder. No good time to be out of a home, but this is awful.
Yeah, this is adding insult to injury here. So far we have not seen anyone moving out with bags or boxes in the short time we've been here, but people got the letter to move out the day after Thanksgiving. So here we are on the coldest week of the year, and residents have about 48 hours to find another place to live. We have been in contact with the city of Detroit because we want to know how this is happening so suddenly and where are the residents going to get some help. So here's the deal. We did find out from the city that the Leland's owners have delinquent payments to DTE, so the utility company is shutting the power down in the building, meaning people can't live here. Coincidentally, this apartment building's neighbor is DTE. The video shows you just how close the two properties are together. Now, it was quiet when we first stopped by this afternoon, and inside we saw several employees from the city possibly looking to help some residents, but they didn't talk to us, or they couldn't talk to us. And this building also houses the Leland City Club, which is a nightclub that's been around for more than 40 years. They just had an after party on Saturday, and they're asking for help on their Instagram account. Now, we also met a longtime resident, Anthony Howard. He came here to the Leland with a tube still attached to him from his most recent hospital stay.
I've been here for 15, 20 years. And so this is my house, you know. I have a lot of furniture and wonderful things in my apartment. So I'm having to totally uproot in such a short notice. It's just, it's inhumane. It just, a sad thing, you know. Sometimes it brings me to tears.
How are you feeling? You said you've been in the hospital a couple of times, so how are you feeling right now?
Well, you know, I'm tired, but, you know, it's just me. So I have to do what I have to do.
That way I can stay with you. Yeah. All right, so after talking with the city of Detroit,
they had until December 1st to get out that building. That was yesterday. I will be keeping you guys up on what happened to that situation right there. Also, over the holiday, this was happening. So 19 of those residents weren't even at home to find out that they were being evicted. So they had to find out by the other people, and they still might be coming back from trips or whatever the case may be. Because if there's no power, you can't stay there. In the daytime, I mean, while it's this cold in Detroit, terrible time to be on the streets. Whatever. I don't know what you mean. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Soho, where the surveillance video shows this brazen heist I was telling you guys about. That's in this boutique right here. Very expensive clothes were stolen. We can almost say that this is similar to jewelry being stolen because it's almost like pieces are one of a kind. So if you ever see somebody in this jacket, all they gotta do is say, hey, where you get that jacket from? So you robbed the Soho boutique, but you can't really wear the clothes or sell them? I guess that's kind of stupid. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Search is on for the brazen thieves who pulled off a smash and grab heist at a posh boutique in Soho. The shop's owner saying nearly $2 million worth of rare designer merchandise was just gone in minutes. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon with the investigation.
They smashed their way into the second floor boutique from the fire escape at around 4:30 in the morning. Spring Street was quiet and a lookout was watching.
We got an alarm alert and looked at the cameras. There was two guys in here masked up in construction crew outfits, headlamps. They sort of targeted it, like they knew exactly what they were going for.
They grabbed custom-designed clothes, belts, bags, and jewelry from 4G sellers' curated collection.
They had garbage bags on them, and they were just dropping them off the balcony, and someone was running into the car.
How quickly did they do this?
They were in and out of the store in 4.5 minutes, and they left, and 91 seconds later, the NYPD was here. 4 minutes after that, we were here.
The shop, which caters to celebrity clients by appointment, kept most of its appointments today, as NYPD crime scene detectives went through the shop and broken glass for clues as to who was behind the heist.
We heard some crashing sound that woke us both up.
This upstairs neighbor has been living in Soho for decades, long before the high-end boutiques came in that thieves might target. He says 4G seller's owner, Vincent Ferraro, doesn't deserve this.
He's been working super hard, so I feel really bad. I mean, he's really
dedicated to this business.
Some of the stolen items are worth tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, but many of them are one of a kind. The owner's cousin, who helps run the shop, tells us the thieves may have known what to do, but they may not know how recognizable these items are, should anybody try to sell or use them.
People wear this clothes to be seen in it. And, you know, you're seen in a one-on-one piece, and we're going to figure it out.
In Soho, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7.
So yeah, you shouldn't even said nothing about that. I wouldn't even told him. I'd have just been like, yeah, well, they got us, hopefully, blah, blah, blah. Not a total detective. All that stuff, a lot of that stuff is one-on-one. If you find any of the clothes, they got the rest of it. Keep on moving forward right now, because we got this Ukrainian woman that barely escapes being boom, boom, boom from a Russian airstrike. There is no audio, just to let you guys know, because I know how y'all get about the audio. We can't hear nothing. She almost couldn't hear nothing either. There's no audio, but I want you guys to check out what's about to happen. This is a Ukrainian airstrike. First, she's hanging out. Also, graphic. Just to let you guys know, it's not a situation where it's not going to be a graphic situation. No one's going to get hurt, but yeah. Ukrainian woman narrowly escapes F after Russian airstrike booms up her home. Put in an earpiece, nice and calm, right? She wants to look to the right, to look out the debris, wall, everything came down. Husband comes out of her back. Yeah, I think she's okay. Just so you know, I think she's actually okay after this. Husband comes out of the back room. Smoke starts to clear up. Other units in the same building. Windows, of course, boomed out. Aftermath. That's not the same unit though. As you saw, that other unit that was there first, certain words that I cannot say, but the walls are no longer there. The lady made it. Husband came out the back and got her out of there. So she was okay with that. Crazy, wasn't that? Yeah, you saw that, right? Crazy. Get on over to Los Angeles now, where a woman violently assaulted while walking her dog in the downtown Los Angeles area. We're starting to get a little bit of strills nights on some of this stuff, but I still feel like we need to get this stuff out. I think we're really starting to find and research certain things that are a little touchy. What's pretty crazy to me is that Bugatti is playing other people's videos, and they're splitting me about it. I don't get it. I'm getting this from other sources. Why are you getting mad at me for playing other people's stuff? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. All she was doing was walking her dog in LA. You guys appreciate the content. You're helping me out today, really. Because we really would appreciate to get those numbers up. Because of today, we had an audio issue. And like I said, it happens. Tomorrow is a brand new day. And we won't have that issue. But if you guys appreciate the content that you're getting right now, people who's still in the building, let's double tap that screen and get those lights up. Because we like to get these stories out to more people. Especially when it comes out to stories like this. I really feel that the neighborhoods and people need to start getting involved more. We have to. There's no way that we can just let people start taking advantage of women and children. We have to start getting involved now. Let's go.
Following a frightening attack in downtown LA, a woman sexually assaulted as she walked her dog.
Tonight, police are searching for the suspect seen assaulting the victim in this video. She shared her story with KTLA's Lindsay Pena, who joins us live with the story. Lindsay.
Yeah, Sharon, Micah, that victim says things took a turn so quickly that morning. She says she wants to share her story in hopes of preventing the same thing from happening to someone else, because as you both mentioned, that suspect is still on the loose. We do want to warn you that the video you're about to see may be disturbing to some. It was early on a Saturday morning back on November 8th in front of a high-rise building right across from the convention center in downtown LA when a woman walking her dog was brutally attacked.
Before I knew it, he grabbed me and I was not able to get away.
That's Tara. She asked us to disguise her identity for her safety, but shared the surveillance video of what she says were some of the most terrifying moments of her life.
Pushed me up against the glass, grabbed the back of my neck and my crotch area, and I was screaming for help.
Tara remembers a man being very strong, not saying anything, just making noises. At one point, she manages to break free.
And when I finally kind of did, then that's when he hit me and tackled me to the ground.
They tumble out of view, and that's when she says her cries for help were finally answered by a man down the sidewalk who jumped into action.
He was kind of on top of the guy, and he was just hitting him in the head over and over and over.
Tara says her attacker finally got up and just walked off down the street as if nothing happened. Still stunned, she called police, but by the time they arrived, the man in the video was long gone. LAPD says it's an ongoing sexual battery.
So we need to get stories out like this. That's why I want to make sure that we're trying to get as many people over here so that you might be able to locate this guy. Maybe more people will be able to see him and bring him to justice. When you hit that like button, YouTube sends up a notification. The notification lets more people see it, and we get a better chance of getting more people over here. I don't ask for likes just to make the numbers go up. I ask for likes because there is a reason to get more people to know about the stories. So if you have not liked or hit that like button, I appreciate it. If you have not hit the subscription or the membership, hit that too. We don't have bad audio like this every day. Today maybe the mic is going out or whatever like that. Or it could be a YouTube situation. I have no idea. We always have good shows. We always have good content. Trending topics and current events. Keep it moving, you guys. Let's go.
Investigation and believe the man is homeless, but they haven't made any arrests.
Nothing. Yeah, so he's probably still out on the streets. It's scary to think that, yeah, he's still out there.
Tara says the incident has forever changed her.
Well, now I am no longer outside by myself when there is nobody around. I always carry mace. I have a stun gun.
Good.
You just have to be prepared, and I'm constantly looking over my shoulder.
And wants to share her story in hopes of warning others to always be on guard.
I wouldn't even wait. Like y'all don't even wait for them. When you start seeing all that crazy stuff and they're walking up on you, don't even play. Just bzz, come on. Bzz, and just tell them, come on. Bzz, just keep on hitting this. Come on. Yeah, let them see it. You have to. Because some of these people are so crazy, they don't care. He moving around like a zombie. He looking like he want brains. And the little poor dog didn't even know what to do. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to this $1 billion fraud political earthquake that's going on with the scandal with Tim Walz. But check this out, you guys. Let's get on over to Minnesota real quick and talk about this. Let's go.
A $1 billion fraud scandal in his state. And Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Well, the liberal New York Times, with a deep dive into the fraud allegations, called out Minnesota social services and COVID-era programs under Governor Walz's watch. So I guess it was him. A majority of the suspects are from the state's Somali community. And here is the former vice presidential candidate defending himself.
Somali, huh?
Do you take responsibility for failing to stop this fraud in your state?
Well, certainly I take responsibility for putting people in jail. Minnesota is a generous state. Minnesota is a prosperous state, a well-run state. We're AAA bond rated, but that attracts criminals. Those people are going to jail. We're doing everything we can, but to demonize an entire community on the actions of a few, it's lazy.
Well, the only one being demonized based on the facts is the fact that the governor didn't do what he should have done when he could have. Well, the Minnesota Department of Human Service employees account posted this, quote, while Tim Walz makes all manner of incorrect statements about Minnesota leading, what we really lead in is failed governance. Tim Walz has turned Minnesota into a failed state with deteriorating infrastructure, education, and economic metrics, and worst of all, we are failing our most vulnerable citizens by letting cripple state services.
Yeah, y'all. You know how it's going down. Y'all see the Ilhan Omar and Minnesota scam. They're talking about Somalians are part of the fabric of the American people. because they, no you're not. And don't even try to mix in with us, with them big old heads looking like y'all. I don't know what's going on with y'all, all that inbred stuff that y'all got going on over there. I thought my head was big. Lord have mercy. Their heads and their eyes all popped out. Lord, let's keep on moving forward. All right, I got this violent situation that happened in Houston. I want you guys to see this offender that's been out. They keep on letting this guy out from multiple bonds. And guess what? I think he might be out on bond right now. This is the reason why we got a lot of crime happening all over, you guys. Check this out.
Here tonight, I'm Anthony Antoine. We start with breaking bond. A 38-year-old career robber can now serve probation in Harris County and be free from jail on bonds in 3 counties, all while being a wanted fugitive in California. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live now from
out on 3 bonds, plus he a fugitive.
The courthouse tonight with the latest in this ongoing series.
Yeah, Anthony, now how was someone who was wanted in another state able to get probation, then bonds for crimes committed while serving that probation? Well, you have to ask the 263rd Court and career criminal Carlos Rusi. In 2018, Carlos Rusi went to prison.
Yep, he'd been in prison multiple times. This time he went for engaging in organized criminal activity for 3 years.
According to published reports, in 2022, Carlos Rusi and 3 other Houston men were charged with a bank jugging case in Burbank, California, and suspected in others.
Basically, he's been wanted out of Los Angeles County since June of 23.
Last year, Rusi was charged with robbery and evading arrest. The case is in the 263rd, Judge Melissa Morris. So in 2024, he gets probation in Harris County, even though he's a wanted fugitive in LA County.
You are spot on correct, Randy. He was a wanted fugitive when they gave him probation.
Last July, police say Rusi followed an elderly man from his bank to the Royal Coin here on Beach Night. Rusi allegedly robbed the 71-year-old and pushed him to the ground. In September, Rusi is granted bond in Montgomery County. Just last month, Rusi got a second bond in Harris County for the robbery of an elderly person case back in July. The next day, he was granted a bond in Brazoria County. Judging by court documents, it doesn't appear anyone in authority knew Rusi was a wanted fugitive.
I have never in my life seen anything as absurd like this. Shame on our criminal justice system for continuing to allow this defendant to roam our community and to steal our property and to hurt people.
He's been doing it throughout several states and several counties. Los Angeles, Texas, Houston. He got probation and was on the run from, had a warrant. Yo, crazy out here in this world. Oh boy, y'all do me a favor. It's real hard today, but do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Let's try to get those likes up, get more people over here. We got a follow-up to the Willie of the Waybacks. That's right, one of the williest of the Waybacks. Remember the other day, the man who pulled out the on the barber? Because, yo, man, you took my hairline too far back. Yeah, well, guess what? They got him locked up, y'all. And we got the follow-up to the story right here. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. Let's get it.
We have new details tonight after a violent attack inside a barber shop. The suspect now behind bars, accused of threatening another man with a gun. Local 10's Brett Neese is live in West Miami-Dade with the charges he's now facing.
Janice, this suspect, his arrest form has a lot of details in it. We're learning a lot about him, his past, and what his record shows. He is a known violent offender. That is what that arrest form listed him as. He has been convicted of previous felonies, and now he's facing even more.
Darius Davis is in jail once again after police spent a few days looking for him following a violent encounter at a barber shop. Security video from that day shows Davis walking back into Square Biz with a gun and threatening the owner, Samuel.
Yo, you push my shit back, fam. People in the comments like, yo, you push my shit back. No, I used to call it the triple W, because you have one of the williest of the Waybacks. Should be all the way back here on the top of your forehead and shit.
Wilson. Wilson says this was all over an issue with Davis's hairline. The barber says he's been doing Davis's hair for a while and never had an issue before.
He wasn't a man till he had that pistol in his hand. Slapped me in the head, but choked me out.
The other comment said, you never go to a bald-headed man and try to get a hairline done. Keep on going. That's the barber, by the way.
You got it.
In the video, you can see Davis force Wilson to the couch, hit him with the gun. Newly obtained arrest forms for Davis show police took him into custody a few days later after a traffic stop. The 40.
Your hairline look like it always been like that, fam. His hair look like it's back by his temples. Anyway, like, what you blaming this man for what God did?
8-year-old was booked into jail before appearing at bond court over the weekend multiple times.
I did not think he was going to come around here and come back. I thought we might have fisticuffed. But I didn't think he was going to come back with a firearm. I told him, man, have a good day.
And there was kids in there. I done told you. If you learned anything, never get your hair cut by a bald-head barber. He don't even care about his own damn head. Come on now. You a barber, you ain't got no hair? I'm good. I'm straight from. How you know how to do a lamb chop? How you know how to do my lines? How you know how to make my points come together? I'm good. Yo, youngster, come on up. Come on, I got you. Let's go. I'm good.
Davis is facing several charges. The judge put his bond, set his bond at about $35,000. He has since posted it, according to records.
So $35,000 bill, you guys. How much did he have to pay? Come on now, y'all know that $35,000 bill is probably like an assault with a weapon. What's the bill that he got to go to? How much he got to pay if he goes to a bail bondsman? You guys know how much that is, right? 10%, $3,500. $35,000 bill. There you go. Somebody's been in the system before. Yeah, somebody got bailed out before in the comments, boy. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Venezuela. Come on now, I get busy. Hey. I be doing the dances that they do on a Saturday morning. What they call it? Sábado Gigante. When you see them out there with the wranglers on, and they be all serious with the Mexican guitars and all of that. I know how to do them dances, y'all. But guess what? I don't know if I would be doing this, but I guess he has a better idea. Venezuelan President Maduro. He's dancing in the streets as tensions with the U.S. Escalate. I don't know what's making him dance, but he feel like it's time to dance. So Nicolas Maduro, he's dancing in the streets.
Keep the peace, Nicolas. Keep the peace.
Keep the peace.
Tiene la tanga esa, no tiene la tanga.
No tiene la tanga.
Peace, forever, forever, forever.
Peace, peace.
Viva el pueblo de Estados Unidos. No a la guerra.
No la guerra. No quiere la war. Peace, por favor. No quiere problema, papi. Tranquilo. We don't want no problem with you, Mr. Trump. Please keep your war and your stuff on the side of the place. So basically what's going on over here, I don't know what's making Maduro dance and get busy and all of that, but I think that's what he's planning on doing right now. He's thinking and you know I can't play the music, so that's the most that I can show you. I showed you the crowd jumping around. I show you him trying to speak to his people. Maybe he's trying to make a statement and let everybody know that they just want peace. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What we got? I see who that dancing with the dancing legs and over there. Look at Miggity. You see everybody getting busy, right? He's like, look, we don't want no drama. While y'all got all those ships and all that drama going on around us, we don't want any problems. He think he's slick though. He's trying to hide behind the cover of the people. They don't really want the people. They want you, Maduro. Get out of here. Let's keep on moving forward because we have this. I respect church to the 1,000%, to the point where I want to pray before I even watch this video, because I want God to know that we appreciate you and we love you and we appreciate every single thing that you do for us every day. No matter what the situation is, we know that you're going to be there for us. And if it is our last day, Lord, we pray that we can go with you and we can wind up there up in those heavenly and pearly gates. And that's the reason why we live our lives a certain way. That's all I want to say right now. I want to pray to you and say thank you for every single thing that you've done for me in my life, as well as everybody in these comments. I want to say amen to that, because I have a lot of respect for my religion and everybody else's religion. But I do not believe in evil. I do not believe in demonic, as well as blasphemous, anything like that. I'm a pastor right here that I feel personally, as all three of those elements, you guys do not have to follow what I'm saying. Personally, this is the way I feel. Again, this platform was where you can be an individual. And this is one time where I'm stepping out and saying, I don't appreciate what's going on in this situation here. We got a pastor who's coming out as transgender in a church, saying that parents that don't support him or her, I wouldn't either, because I think it's blasphemous to you. Just keep on moving forward, you guys. Just because you have a platform and people that you're probably trying to steer in a certain way, certain things you should not bring to religion. And I think that one thing, in a simplified way, it cancels out the other. Because I don't think that that's pure. I think that that is EVIL. Call me what you want. I don't even think that no. We got this one pastor here that's coming out in church as transgender.
Are my parents okay with this? Absolutely not. They texted me this morning and they asked for me to tell you all.
I don't even like the thing. I don't even like this. I don't like it at all.
That they do not support me.
Call me what you want.
And that they have chosen their convictions and their beliefs over supporting their child. Everyone gets nervous when there's a special announcement from the pastor. I'm not leaving. Hold on to that. I'm gonna hold you to it. So, rarely do I did not get into ministry to talk about myself or my personal life, but sometimes there are things that happen in a pastor's personal life that is going to find its way out into ministry. And so I am inviting you to join me in a season of creative transformation for myself, and I think for all of us. Imagine, so I get to announce with joy that I'm transitioning. I'm affirming and saying to all of you that I am transgender. And so the best way to put this is that I'm not becoming a woman, I'm giving up pretending to be a man.
Work, sports, education, church, where does that belong? Right there. You don't hear a man coming out saying, just want you guys to know, I'm a man, and I will remain being a man. Okay, the hell that got to do with us, is what I'm trying to say. A woman stepping up. I'm a female, and I want to be a female. Cool, okay with that. What I'm trying to say is, how come these categories always need to step out and affirm these situations in their positions? What's up with that? Why I got to know? Why I got to know? First of all, ain't none of my damn business. Don't care. But you want to put it out there. Are you trying to lead people to follow you? Since you have a big following and you're trying to already promote this thing right here? Because straight people don't do it. We don't do it. You don't see you go on a train and it says, man, and it says M-A-N under him and he like this, or a woman with a purse. No, y'all just gotta promote your thing. And my thing is, why? My only question. I don't need to know about it.
what will change. Thank God you have never chosen me as your pastor based off of my appearance. Amen. I was waiting for that.
That was blasphemy. Get out of here. That was not accepted. Every time you say it, I'm going to put it like that. If I was God, you're forced to learn a religion. You're forced to learn the scripture. You forced your way in. And some people probably accepted him, and he's going to have a flock and a following because the most of the flock and the following are probably down with the broken-wristed clique as well. Call me what you want. I'm not falling for it, and I'm not going for it. I'm not standing behind no crap like that. I don't believe in that at all. That's the broken-wristed clique. The clique you couldn't stand up even if you put a 2x4 up under their hand with some duct tape. I'm straight, and I represent that. And you know what I say when I see somebody like that? And y'all can call me what y'all want, but you better know how to fight. Because if I saw him walking outside, I'd be like, how you doing, sir? What's up, Pastor? How you doing, sir? And with the thing on, yeah, I'm calling you out. What's up, sir? How you doing? Oh, my nigga, you crazy. You know, you a wild dude. You a wild boy. That's how I get down. I call them what they are. Get mad at me for calling you what you are. Hope you know how to throw them. Let's keep on moving forward now, because we got a man that finds a 500-pound bear living under his house. Imagine that. Y'all come home from work and there's a bear living up under your crib. Oh yeah, y'all thought it was a game? It's really going down. Check this out right here.
Happening now in Altadena, incredible video here. You're looking at a large bear somehow squeezing itself into and out of a tiny crawl space under a home. A homeowner facing a serious problem today, saying the stubborn animal won't leave. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell live in Altadena with the movie.
What you gonna do? There's nothing that you can really do. He crawled in the basement, and they said every time they go over there, he'd be like, roar, roar. Imagine trying to get a full-grown grizzly bear out your basement. Talk about people that don't ever want to go home.
More on the video and what is being done today, Josh.
And Mark, the bear right now is underneath that home behind me. How do I know that? Well, throughout the day, we've had looky-loos, all sorts of people come by here trying to get close, and that is when, from our vantage point here, we've heard a loud roar. That's when those folks have been running right back towards us. Crawl spaces under homes can be tight, even for a bear. But this now famous Altadena bear has made the narrow space under Ken Johnson's home a den for the winter.
And the funny thing is he's already tagged. He's got a tag on his ear. I think it's in Altadena. Is this California somewhere?
I think the longer he's there, the more comfortable he's going to be, and this won't end.
The bear is famous in this neighborhood along Altadena Drive below the San Gabriel Mountains because it's been spotted almost every week for over 6 months. Some residents believe the Eden fire destroyed its home, which is why it now roams their neighborhood looking for shelter and food. Our neighbors had a...
The state is California. The state is California. The state is California.
Bear, and I hear now there's one across the street, and it's in the mountains, and we burned, so they had to go somewhere. They had no place to live. Where are they going to go? And nice dark basements, perfect place.
But the size of this particular bear who is tagged concerns Johnson, who is working on a plan to draw the bear out of the crawl space, then block the entrance with sandbags.
It's terrifying. I have to stop shaking when moments ago. I'm starting to get used to it. But it sounds like a dragon.
It's coming around, and I think it's just a matter of time something's going to happen. If they're that bold to get under the house, and I've talked to people at the street, and they've had the same thing. The bear has torn the door out, and they go in there.
Johnson has reached out to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, who says they're aware of the situation and will determine the next steps, which could include capturing the bear and transporting it back up to the mountains.
Yeah, well, y'all need to find him somewhere to live at. It's not his fault. Little cute bear like that ain't got nowhere to go. He hungry. You want somewhere to live too? Y'all done took away his land. Those houses wasn't there. Bears were, and trees were there. Y'all took his location. Always talking about there was a mountain lion in my backyard. What the hell are you talking about? You in that mountain lion backyard. Ain't nobody gonna tell you to live up in the mountains. You get it? The mountains. Mountain lion. Duh. Keep on moving forward, y'all. We got to go over there to one of the best videos that I've ever seen in my life. That's right. It's on a bad day with a good day with bad audio, but guess what? We ain't gonna need no audio for this one. As long as you guys can hear what I'm about to tell you right now, you're gonna be happy. How many times Bugatti done told you to get a pit bull? How many times have I told you to get a pit bull for your apartment or your house when you leave out? And don't be letting no people touch up on them and pet them and all of that. I understand you want to make them nice and all of that, but no. My pit bull, you can't touch my dog. Oh, he's so hurt. Why you don't know? Exactly, because you might break in my house one day. I don't need him to know you. My house done got broken into 2 times already. Both times it was by somebody I knew. Both times my dog wasn't there. So every time after that, yo, why you don't let nobody touch your dog? Exactly. Exactly. This way you come up in here when he ain't here, when I ain't here, hakafa. Exactly. Hakafa. Oh my God. Exactly. Yeah, because he don't know you like that. Yeah, so when you're thinking, I'm not playing with you. I had this one dog named Shadow. I would make him chase people to the door on purpose. I'd be like, yo, y'all ready? All right, get up. That's right. So when you get to that, boom, you better slam that door. And if you ever try to come in that door while it's open and it's not locked, hey, you got to deal with what you got to deal with by yourself. Real talk. Keep on moving forward as this pit bull takes down a fleeing drug suspect after he jumped into the wrong backyard. And the police officer caught it too. First, the drug dealer jumped across the wall. He started getting bit up by the pit bull and the little dog, because the little dog feels strong now. So he getting his little bites in, right? And then the police officer jumped over there to try to help him. Start biting the police officer too. Luckily, they didn't do anything to him. But all this dog knows is to protect his backyard. And that's what his job is. This entire area right here is being scoped out for these drug dealers that are on the run. As you guys can see, the police are coming in this way. There's a guy up there that's running and trying to get away. Keep your eyes on the prize. And the police officers are all in the black. Pit bull takes down fleeing drug suspect after he jumps into the wrong yard. He's running. Now he get over there and he see another police officer in this yard right here. He got his other buddy down. He's like, oh, I ain't going over there because he already got him. I got to get the hell out of here. Jumps down into this yard, not knowing. Woo! Keep your eyes on this little tunnel area right here. Knowing that he's in that backyard now. As you can see, he disappeared out of view after he tried to jump back up, and said pit bulleth grabbed him by the Heineken parts, pulled his pants down, grabbed the pant leg, and started trying to shake and pull him down. Once he fell back down, pit bulleth starts to gobble on him. Keep on going. Now he's out of frame, getting bit up by the pit and the other dog. Police over there trying to come save him. At this point, I have no idea what's going on. He's just probably trying to fight the dog off. Keep watching. But now the other police officers are over there watching the dog bite. They don't want to jump down because the pit bull got him. I wouldn't want to jump down and help him either. So now the pit bull got him. Look, the pit bull on him. Got his arm. Ooh. You're like, oh, you want something too, officer? Got you too. He's just getting everybody right now. The police officer over there with the criminal now, like, damn, what the hell going on with this damn dog? He trying to use his steel-toe boot to keep the pit bull back. And the dog realizes, you know what? You're hard to prey. Let me get back to over the Sir No Shirt. He's a little more tender and seasoned. Let me get him. And even a little dog is getting down with the little bites on the ankle. Y'all saw that, right? When the pit bull had him, the other little dog came around and started biting him on the ankle. The dog ran over to the police officer. He don't know. Both of y'all in my yard. We not know none of you. Both of you in my yard. The master said, anything come over this gate, make it handle. Anything come up, that's a rule. It's an unwritten rule. If you drop something on the floor and you got a dog, damn, it's his. No matter what you were thinking about doing with it, it's his or hers. Y'all know that. That's just like the cheese tax. The cheese tax. Anytime you open that refrigerator, you got to pay the tax. You know that. So just like the backyard, you tell that dog, anything come over these walls, it's yours. So that's what he's, oh, for real? I've been waiting for this all day. Ha, 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 ha. He going off. So homie just jumps over the gate in the last ditch effort. That's when the pit bull go mess with the cop, he like hell with it. He jumps over the gate on some, just gave up. On some, just fell over the gate so the cops could just arrest. He's like, please arrest me. I need some medical attention right now. He is not fighting. He ain't giving up no sort of beef. None. I bet you his ass would think twice about jumping over in another backyard once he's doing something stupid, boy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sweetest dog ever until you come over that fence. Somebody said, what else? Hell no. After my ass up, demonetized. Your little B is spoiled. Don't do the crime if you can't what? If you can't outrun a dog. I'm glad you made it. Okay, you know, Angel, I love my little B. Hot damn, y'all saw that, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about over here. I love when stuff like that happens. I gotta be honest with you, man. That means the dog did his job. All the owner knows about what he saw on that ring camera when he come home, and that dog, both of them, he was gonna be a big steak and a little steak for a little Scrappy. For the ankle attacks. And if y'all appreciate that, y'all trying to make some money, hit that link in the description today, and you guys will make up to $250. That's right. You'll make some money, and I'll make some money too. It's gonna be your last chance to hit that like button. Go ahead and run it up. We're already at 60,000. Now we're working on getting 70,000 subscribers, y'all. Y'all know what we're really going for. We're going for that 100,000. Right now, we're still climbing. We at 60, we're going for that 100, and the next plateau, that's right, y'all. I ain't gonna have nothing else coming out my mouth but 70,000 subscribers. We already did the 60, now it's time for us to get to 70. Thank you guys for sticking in with the audio issue. Things happen. We're gonna charge the mics up all the way, don't even worry about that. But also, you know how we gotta do it. Still got to get those prayers out for the people for the rest of the day to make sure y'all leaving and having a fantastic, safe day. I want to shoot out a good prayer right now for the health and love of my sister, Rebecca Longan Bueno. Also, we want to pray for Miss Swanza, Tim the Jim, DJ Mod 8855, David. Also, Rebecca again, that's Angels Among Us, Stacy, In Deep. Also, Isa Cabo, showing love to Batty Lynn, Tim the Jim. How you doing today? Okay, also Miss Diddy Mark, Miggity Mark, Isa Cabo, Jason, Jay Woods, Isa Cabo, everybody that's here. Also, we can't forget about Sam Champion, VIP Auction Group, other people like Kendra Walker. Also, you know we can't forget about you guys also. That's always here showing us love. Make sure that we have a safe and fantastic day so that we're here back again tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And with that being said, y'all already know what's coming up, right? We got that Show Your talent search that's coming up in Brooklyn's in the house, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. That's right, you guys. The Show Your talent search, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. We coming to Brooklyn. How we doing the Show Your talent search is this. We go to every single borough in New York, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. We found ourselves a winner in every borough, and boom, each borough, one person wins $250. After we get all of the 5 people together, that's all winners, we bring them to one central location where they could possibly win $1,000. So on top of the $250 you already won, it's a chance that you're gonna make $1,000. We've been doing this talent show now, I would say, for 4 or 5 months, starting in the summer. We're gonna keep on moving forward until we find our winners. That's how we do it over here. Anybody want to be a part of the Show Your talent search, all you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Sign up. All you got to do to sign up is put your email address in the email location, and we'll keep on giving you guys updates on when and where we're going to be. www.drinkbigdrip.com. First page, put your email address in the mailing list, and we're going to keep you guys updated on where we're going to be at. That's right, my DJ, myself, DJ Don Dada of Black Ink Crew. That's who's going to be with me, not just me. We do it together. That's right, you guys. Y'all already know. Like I tell you guys, sometimes problems present opportunities. Sometimes you have rough days. Sometimes they're easy. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop. And with that being said, hope you guys have a fantastic hump day. See you back for Thursday tomorrow. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow. Get 'em!